Welcome, Pisces. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. Today's reading is a general reading. We're going to take, it's not a specific life area. We'll just let the cards tell us what we need to know. It is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. It is for June 2024. Keep in mind this is a collective reading, so it may or may not resonate. But you can always check out your other placements either way. And also, I would very much appreciate it if you are enjoying this content. Please hit the thumbs up. It is much appreciated. And comments are always welcome. Okay, let's get started. One more shuffle. What do our Pisces need to know today? So, current situation. Nine of Pentacles. Past influence. Nine of Swords, present influence, Sun, negative, Eight of Cups, positive, Queen of Wands. Okay, what you don't see, Eight of Wands, what to look for, Six of Swords. I like it because these cards are dark over here, and then this Eight of Wands and what you don't see is bright, so I feel like that's good. Anyway, that's kind of how I roll. But I look at those things. Those things matter to me in a reading. Unexpected. Four of Cups. Interesting. Challenge. Judgment. Future influence. Five of Pentacles. Outcome. Ace of Wands. Seven of Cups. Devil. Interesting. And advice. I'll put the advice card right here. Ten of Cups. The bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords. I'm looking at the cards to kind of get an overall feel for what's happening here, because I feel like the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck, I feel like there's something here being said that you may feel like someone's not being honest with you, or you may not be completely honest with someone else. I don't get, negative or bad or anyone being mean, but sometimes we're not always upfront about what we want or what we need. Sometimes we hold back. That we could be just deceiving ourselves and talking ourselves out of the way we feel or what we want. You could want, let's say, a relationship. This is the easiest way. You want to have a relationship with someone and have that relationship grow. But you may not admit that to anybody or to the person or to yourself. You're like, no, I don't want that. Because afraid of getting hurt or all these things. So that's just an example. This could be any life area, anything. But I feel like that's what the energy is kind of like, because of the Nine of Swords too and the past influence, there's a feeling here to me that you don't want to go through that anxiousness, that frustration of that feeling of the Nine of Swords. So I feel like you may be putting some of your feelings on the back burner, or not bringing them to the surface, or not allowing them in, putting up those blocks, and that's where the deception comes in, that you may not be being honest with yourself. It could be the other person. If this is a relationship, it could be the other side of any situation, work, family, anything like that. But overall, that's the feeling I'm getting. And I don't think it's devious or it has an intention to it. It's just there, and it's not one of those things that someone's being dishonest with you, and they know it. Like, it's not that. It's more like hiding feelings, or putting masks on, or putting armor up, putting walls up, basically. Nine of Pentacles in your current situation, there's something here that says that you're in a pretty good place right now. You're feeling pretty good about things overall. Now, in the past, you were not so much. Now, how long ago this is, I don't know, but there was a period of time where this situation brought you a lot of frustration, or anxiety, like literal anxiety. It could be, again, could it be work? It could be, I mean, I'm getting kind of a mixed feeling here because of there's wands, there's cups, there's pentacle. Well, there's no pentacles. No. Oh, except for the 9. Yeah. Swords. So there's a lot of different kinds of energy going on. So I don't, there could be any life area, but I do feel like there's something that really got your anxiety, has to do with this, worked up. However, that has passed. But again, that's where I feel like this is coming in, because you don't want to feel that way anymore. And you feel like when you're allowing your feelings to show or to recognize them, you feel like it might be causing your own anxiety. That's the feeling I'm getting. The sun is in your present influence. So I feel like this, so right now, next few days, whatever the time frame is, it's going to be different for everybody. There is a definite feeling of joy. You feel like things are like coming along, getting there, you're working through them. And I feel like it's really good. I mean, literally feel happy, because too, underneath that, and I'll get to the rest, but underneath that is the Queen of Wands as your positive energies, what's affecting the situation in a positive way, which means this is, if you look, they look a lot alike. And I feel like this is your passion towards this situation, your energy towards it, your motivation, your excitement. And I feel like that's really what it is. It's excitement. And there's something here that's really making you feel good. And that sun and this are in the same boat. And that's the positive. And that's your strength right now, is that excitement, is that energy of, yeah, this is exciting. However, your negative is 8 of Cups. This is where the 7 of Swords comes into play. There's something here that says, well, maybe I should just walk away from this situation. I don't want to go back to that 9 of Swords. So I need to find something different. And I feel like you don't really want to. That's where this is negative. You almost are putting it as the situation, where it's really not the situation. It's your perception of the situation and what's happening and how you feel. So part of that anxiety, part of the cover up, only enhances anxiety. So, being more honest with yourself is like, okay, this is the way I feel. Don't feel guilty about the way you feel. You don't have to verbalize it to somebody if you think it's too much for them at the time, but don't discount it either, because that's what I feel like you're doing here, is discounting how you feel about something. And so instead of dealing with it, I'm going to walk away from it. And that's where that's very negative. So you're having that thought kind of run through your brain. And that can be hard. So what you don't see though is the 8 of Wands, which I like this coming underneath again, this bad, dark energy. I feel like this is really dark. And it brightens up here with what you don't see. There is good stuff coming in. Now, the 8 of Wands can be about messages coming in. It can be about opportunities coming in. It can be about travel. But whatever it is, it has a ton of energy to it. And it does feel good. And it does get you excited. And it does bring up your energy level. And I feel like that's what is really important right now, is that you don't see this, but it's there. There's something really good happening in the background here. There really is, because the outcome is the Ace of Wands. So what you need to look for is the 6 of Swords. Look for the horizon. What's on that horizon? What do you really want? So we have the 7 of Cups and where this kind of is leading, but this is about seeing where you're going. Understand that you're moving forward now. You went from anxiety to sun. Like, that's a big change. And so recognize that as a big change and see where it's heading you. You need to look for the fact that you are coming out of this. You are moving out of rocky waters, which is what the 6 of Swords is. And whatever that rocky water is to you, you're moving on to better things. And I feel like with this too, because it's in the what to look for, what's on the horizon, man? What's out there for you? You have your choices. You can do anything you want to do. And so look for that. Look for that as where you're going, where you're headed. Unexpectedly, you've got the Four of Cups. I feel like what this is that you've had your sight set on one thing for so long. This is going to open up your mind. Unexpectedly, it's going to allow you to see that unicorn that you weren't looking at before. Here it is. It's beautiful. It's in the background. I think it's a unicorn or a lovely horse. But whatever it is, it's beautiful. And you're not even paying attention to it. And this, because it's unexpected, you're going to see the other things. You're going to see the good stuff that you have now instead of what you're daydreaming about. And you feel like there's part of you that feels like you're not getting what you need. And that's why the Five of Pentacles is here in the future influence. There's a part of you that's feeling very alone. And it's not just alone, like physically alone. I feel like you don't feel like people may be understanding what you're going through, or you're not admitting your feelings. So that also makes you feel alone because you're not talking to anybody about it. You're not admitting to it. So even if you're starting to see it within yourself, there's a part of you that still is like, am I ever going to get out of this? And I feel like it's not getting out. If this is a relationship or job, it's not getting out of that relationship or job. It's out of the funk, out of this holding all your emotions in and blocking them and having armor on. And am I ever going to be able to love or appreciate or, enjoy something because I'm afraid that it's going to be taken away or it's going to hurt. And I feel like that kind of energy will be influencing. However, I also feel because you are working your way out of it and you finally see what's really happening and you're recognizing that you're moving on to better things, that's when the new opportunity comes in. And the new opportunity is standing right next to that Eight of Wands. So I do feel like this will come in rather quickly. Whatever this opportunity is, it could be anything. But whatever it is, it has a lot of energy, passion, excitement. It also will, you got to grab hold of it because it also can be fleeting a little bit too. I didn't talk about your challenge. Your challenge is judgment. Here's the thing is that you really need to understand that you have done a lot of work here. And with the Eight of Wands and the Six of Swords down here, Eight of Wands in what you don't see, Six of Swords in what to look for, this is growth. However, you're not understanding it or seeing it as growth right yet. And that's the challenge. How can I allow myself to come out of these ashes and be in a good place? So there's something really, working on your mind up here. So, this is going to be a challenge to allow yourself to come out of those ashes and a phoenix, that phoenix. But it takes work. And it's, again, this is a challenge. So the challenge is a bump in the road. Got to get through it. Got to understand it, or even just recognize it. And once you have that energy, then you'll be able to move forward. So where does this all lead? It leads to the Ten of Cups, or Seven of Cups, which is all about choices and a lot of choices, but also about, it goes back to this unexpected where you had your eyes set on one thing and all of a sudden you can see the other things that are around you instead of just so focused on one thing. And this is why this is here, because you are going to be given the opportunity to see a lot of different choices. And I don't think it's necessarily a choice about one or multiple people, or a lot of times when I see the Seven of Cups, it's about choices on how to move forward, how to handle something, how to deal with something. I can handle this way, or this way. What's going to benefit me the most as far as, self-healing and self-love and, moving me in the direction I want to go in. And I think once you realize that it's how you handle, how you see, how you perceive, then you can move forward. The devil is in the word comes after that, because I'm like, okay, well, what comes after the choices? I don't know if this is bad. What I get the feeling, I will tell you, I get the feeling that this is more of a realization of what you really want. Again, the devil can be something we're tied to, but I don't get this feeling like it's a bad devil energy. I feel like this is what I've wanted. This is what I've always wanted. And I want this. And this is coming around to saying, well, you know what? If you want it that bad, what are you willing to let go of? In other words, the armor, the self-deception, how you're treating yourself, allowing yourself to heal, allowing yourself to be reborn, so to speak, come out of this in a live kind of way, and you'll be able to meet up with what you really, really want and have wanted for a long time. I will clarify that, but I feel like that's what that is. Tell me about the devil. Yeah, Justice, King of Wands, Five of Swords. It's something you've been fighting for. And it's excitement, and it's the right thing. And it could be with the Justice, it even could be for some of you marriage or even a divorce. I mean, it could be either one. But it's whatever the devil is not, it's not a bad thing. It's really not. I mean, if you're divorcing it, or like divorcing somebody, that could be the Justice, but I don't even feel like that's what it is. I feel like it's more about the right thing happens for you, and I feel like this is what you really want, because the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands in your strength makes me feel like you want that passion, you want that excitement in your life, you want to feel alive, and you are tired of fighting for it. Again, you are going to see it kind of come to fruition here. Your advice is the Ten of Cups. There's a lot of things with the Ten of Cups. And one of the things I always get with the Ten of Cups is comfort. A relationship that brings you comfort, makes you feel good. That allows you to be you. And I feel like this is a reminder to find the comfort. Instead of looking for the stress and looking for, what do I have to hide? What can I not tell this person? Blah, blah, blah. Look for the comfort. Look for what really brings your heart joy, what allows you to be a person that can give. So if it's work, that you can give into your work, like give without expectations, or if it's a relationship, where am I comfortable enough to be with this person unconditionally? It takes comfort to allow us to be honest. If we're not in a comfortable situation, it's really hard to be honest and not honest. And I don't mean it like you're trying to lie. I don't mean that, but like own up to your feelings and speak them, be honest about them. It's hard. I mean, this is hard. I'm not going to say this is easy, but I feel like this is what's happening with you. Let me know what you think. Give me a comment and let me know what's going on. So take care, Pisces. Have a beautiful week or a beautiful month.